I've had so many people reach out to me in regards to what we spoke about.
Yeah.
And our relationship and that rough period that you
That I so frequently bring up.
Yeah, we've grown so much, and
We
it's
have.
so nice that I get to do this with you, and you know, and I feel like I just want to share more of this with everyone.
Yeah, I agree.
That it's never too late
No.
to grow
Yeah.
and to connect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's like, even with your own children. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how long do you reckon it's been since we've been on this journey, this new journey?
Oh, been on this new journey?
Yeah.
I think it started like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
So you would have been 20.
yeah, 20? Yeah, 20. I would say like maybe when I was 18, so maybe like 7 years ago.
Yeah. And what, like,
Was I 18 7 years ago?
I haven't got time for maths. No, but I feel the same.
Yeah.
I feel like right now we have a relationship that is, now that I see you a lot more,
Yeah.
we're working together a lot
Yeah.
more. Like, I feel the closeness, I feel the natural.
Yes.
This is like such a
Yeah.
relationship that I'm excited to see you
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, I know. I feel the exact same way. I call you now every single hour of the day. Where I feel like a long time ago, I was never called you.
And I would look at other people and go, how do you call your mum every day?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And here we are.
And here we are.
I know.
Like, let's say 7 years ago, I think
Yeah.
that was the heart. When we finally sat down,
Yeah.
working through it all.
Yeah.
Remember you made me hold your hand.
I did. I made you hold my hand and I was like, that's it.
And that was so, for me, that was so revealing.
Yeah. Good.
That was triggering, that was revealing.
Yeah.
Just to do those little things, or even just hearing you say how you felt
Yeah.
growing up,
Yeah.
that hit me right in the chest. And that was like, I felt so many regrets. I felt like I failed.
Yeah.
I felt like I was so selfish,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, like honestly, what at that time, before the 7 years ago, when we were going through it,
Yeah.
what were the things that you were feeling? Like, what were your thoughts around it?
Well,
Where did I F up?
Having me. No, kidding. As a child, I think I felt it most. It's funny because in my teen years, it was also mixed with hormones, the rebellion of being a teen.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I definitely feel like I held a lot from my childhood, and it was a feeling where I felt like I was responsible for you and my dad, Bev.
Which, a lot of people don't know that,
Yes,
I had
yes.
you quite young.
Yes, Mum had me young with my
Bevan,
dad.
Yes.
Yep. So I felt like at that period I held a lot in, and I only acknowledged it as I was getting older, which I think instead of it being just like, oh, I held onto those emotions for them, I was getting really angry. And I took it out on both of you. And also, you know, as parents, you guys didn't reveal a lot to me. So there was a lot of assumptions made and a lot of things that I felt like I needed to protect.
About our relationship?
About your relationship, but about you guys individually, and because you separated when I was so young, it was really, and I know you both did it out of protection for me, but as I got older, you know, my dad was very honest with me, you were very honest with me, and I didn't know how to handle that because I was like, hold on, I held all these feelings in.
Yeah.
So it turned from frustration to anger very quickly. But I think my turning...
But what is the feelings though? Like, was it at a young age, like, were you actually like, wait, you're not present with me? Like, could you see that already at a young age?
Yeah, with you, yes.
Right. No, and
No,
that's
no, no,
fair.
I know, no. With you, it was very,
I know it was very rushy. Everything was
rushy,
like,
yeah.
I got
yeah.
things to do.
Yeah, yeah,
Hurry up.
Yeah. And I think that connection felt very jarring. So I didn't really know who I could go to and be so like, okay, this is how I'm feeling, and I feel like, Mum, I can't hang out with Mum. And I was a very like, wanted to like be in your back pocket.
Yeah.
But I felt that way so heavily, but I didn't want to go to anybody because I was like, oh, but I still got to protect like how we both, I don't really, and I also haven't tapped into this emotion for a very long time because I guess I'm healing from it. But yeah, it was really just like,
You just wanted a mum.
yeah.
A mum to hug you.
Yes.
And do the school stuff, the school
and all the
cakes and lunches,
Yep.
and turn up, just
Yep.
turn up and be
like
there.
I remember I was like, can we have a specific once a month mommy daughter day? And you were like, okay, girl.
Far out.
And I was like,
Gosh, I was
but
a
it wasn't
cold
like,
bean.
no, but it wasn't like you were like not a mum. You were definitely
Oh yeah,
a mum.
I played. I think I played the
mum
role of like, I wanted to protect you. I wanted to
Yes.
create things for us.
Yes.
Also protect you against the world. So I know I was so hard on you, and I'd be the one that's like, shush, stop crying.
Yes,
like,
yes, it was very, yes,
like,
exactly.
you know, the world is going to do this to you later,
Yes,
so
yes,
get to know it
yes,
now.
yeah. And you know what? And my dad was very much like that as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so, you both were very realists, I'd like to say. So I think that's how I really felt. And then the turning point for me was still am becoming an adult, and definitely in my 20s, 19 to 20, I was like, no, hold on, like, I really want to take care of my peace, my mental health, and that was the point for me where I was like, no, I'm going to be really honest with both my parents, and I want them to be really honest with me. And now becoming an adult, I really want this phase to be that ripping off the Band-Aid, healing journey for all of us, whether it was, no matter how hard it got, I was like, no, I'm ready to step into this realm with them.
And I was just going to say that's the thing I appreciate about your dad.
Yeah.
And your dad's partner, Ike, is that even though we'd never sat down and spoken about it, but I just felt like there was a period where we were all really trying our best to heal one. And just have our own inner peace. Without even speaking to each other. I feel like we were just all on this journey. Same thing with Dad Mike. Like, even the two of us, with me and him, like we were just all trying to heal and know that we had this purpose in life, and we have this beautiful child that we all share and we experience together. And I think that was the beautiful thing. And not just heal for ourselves and learn for ourselves, but also you have siblings on both ends.
Yes, exactly.
And I think as a collective, that was the really nice thing, that it wasn't like one person took the lead. It felt like we were all doing it as a collective.
Exactly.
In our own way. And that is such a blessing. And it's so beautiful that we don't see them a lot because they don't live it close, but it's just so nice to know that, I can call your dad up. I can call your dad, like your Auntie Kim, and still see his siblings and his parents and still have this really beautiful relationship. And that to me is like wow, it's never, like I was saying, it's never too late.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so appreciative of that, both you and my dad, but also my step parents, like my stepmom and stepdad. Like I feel like everyone, and the situation can be and was very triggering at a period of time. And so I appreciate all parties staying as stable as possible, but also being as truthful as possible when it was needed.
Yeah. But you know what, Lex? Like we're all, regardless of how old we are.
Yeah.
Like speaking of your dad, his partner, and you know, Mike dad, like we're all just still learning.
Exactly.
We're all just children trying to learn in this life. And what's so beautiful is that I'm sure your dad could say the same thing, is that we learn so much from you as well.
I hope so.
Like you being, like, you know, we were so blessed and gifted to have you. And I think you were the lesson for us to really dive deep and learn about ourselves, because we were both children having a child.
Yeah. Exactly.
And same for Dad, Mickey, like he was also a child having a child that was like a bonus child, and then still dealing with my personality and
and you know what I'm really appreciative for, and I have to give props, like especially to all of you, but you as a woman showing the vulnerability, and for my dad as well, 100%, like just you both being so vulnerable and so willing to show me that you can fall 75 times, but you will always get back. You will always get back up, and you always have an opportunity to get back up and heal unsolved mysteries. That made no sense.
But no, I get you. I get you.
I mean? Like I'm very lucky that you, through an argument or through a really deep chat and an emotional chat,
A rough experience.
Yeah, a rough experience. You both have showed me that like you're forever growing, no matter what age, and you should always be open to that and always be open to trying to heal the situation. So I'm very, very lucky for that as well.
We're very lucky, and I guess, like, you know, we're in nature. This is so, like, I don't know. We're here in nature, and that is just what we're speaking about now. And we're talking about growth, and we get that opportunity every single day.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, like, regardless of what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
You hear on the news, whatever. Yeah. Like, life is still beautiful and growing and celebrated. Like the trees are celebrating, the sky, the water, all of that is still celebrating. And
on that as well, like, as you know, as heavy as the past was, I feel like what I love, and this is what my mission was, to be like, to go into my 20s and celebrate that time, because I feel like we've mourned that time. So to celebrate this time now as an adult, with my parents as adults, now I've got siblings on both sides, with my parents and my step parents, I'm like, I want to celebrate that past. I know there's not much to celebrate, but I feel like where we are now, I'm like, let's celebrate this, because I think that's so important. And hopefully one day, if I have children, I want to be so happy about my relationship with my parents and my childhood.